From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is The Night Beat. Sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln.
Good evening, I'm Danielle Shenk with your headlines for Monday, October 20th. A 19-year-old from Kansas is dead and 3 others injured after a high-speed rollover just west of Beatrice. Deputies say the car was going over 100 miles per hour when it rolled several times just before midnight Sunday. One passenger was flown to Lincoln with life-threatening injuries, while 2 others were taken to Beatrice and are expected to survive. The Gage County Sheriff's Office says speed and alcohol were factors. In Grand Island, a mural at Webb Plaza was vandalized just hours before a planned celebration. Surveillance video shows 2 suspects in a silver sedan throwing paint on the mural before fleeing. Thanks to tips from the public, police have cited 3 people, 36-year-old Sapphire Utley, 33-year-old Charlie Burke, and 35-year-old Mitchell Headland. The case remains under investigation. Back in Lincoln, a 22-year-old woman was arrested Saturday after reportedly threatening 4 boys ages 12 to 14. Police say Avery Work pulled out a taser and activated it twice after a No Kings protest ended. She was cited and lodged for misdemeanor assault by menacing threat. In the courts, a North Platte man convicted of first-degree domestic assault will serve 8 to 10 years in prison. 29-year-old Nathan Creel took a plea deal in April after being accused of beating a woman he dated for 2 years. He previously served a 2-month sentence last year for assaulting the same victim. This case sparked local demonstrations and widespread social media reaction. A new chapter is unfolding in the case of Omaha spree killer Nico Jenkins, who's been on death row for years. Attorneys say his mental state is declining and are asking for funding to reevaluate him, claiming he may now be intellectually disabled and ineligible for execution. Years ago, a forensic expert found he was faking symptoms of mental illness. A judge will review the new evidence before making a decision. In other news, the state auditor's office reports a $36 million drop in Nebraska lottery sales last year. Lottery funds support the state fair, the environmental trust, the compulsive gamblers assistance fund, and various educational programs. The decline in sales resulted in $10 million less in funding for these initiatives this year. Auditor Mike Foley says increased casino gambling may be diverting revenue, but casino profits are also contributing to $20 million in property tax relief under a new order signed by Governor Jim Pillen. Now, during Monday's news conference, Nebraska head coach Matt Rule paused, acknowledging he was being more candid than usual following Friday's 24-6 loss at Minnesota.
I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off at the coaches. I'm pissed off at myself. I'm mad. Everything that you guys are going to bring up, you guys are right about. To be quite honest, I'm bringing the same things up. You can't give up 9 sacks. You got to run the football. You got to convert third downs. If they're going to blitz you, then you have to get the ball. But they also sacked us in a 3-man rush. They all, so it's not any one thing. It was just bad football.
Rule believes the team took Minnesota lightly despite his warnings, and while he criticized his coaching staff, he ultimately accepted responsibility for the loss. As Nebraska prepares for their 11 a.m. matchup against Northwestern, he's pushing players and coaches to improve with a focus on running the football and protecting the quarterback. The Big Ten also announced Nebraska's November 1st home game against USC will kick off at 6:30 p.m. on NBC. The Huskers will be back in all-black uniforms, their first alternate uniform since 2023, when they celebrated Memorial Stadium's 100th anniversary. Lastly, fall is a favorite season for many, but one tiny critter is causing some trouble: pirate bugs. Entomologist Jody Green says these small insects are common in our region because of the warm and dry agriculture. They usually feed on pests like spider mites, thrips, and moth eggs, but sometimes they bite humans.
It's this time of year because the crops are being harvested and they're normally in the fields. And then in the fall, they start landing on people and probing or biting, and their bites are just so painful.
While these bugs are beneficial for crops and don't spread disease, their bites can sting. There's little prevention though. Long sleeves, pants, and windy days can help keep them at bay until the first hard frost. Rounding out your night beat is a check of the 7-day forecast.
You've been listening to The Night Beat, sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln. Watch, listen, and stream on the 1011 app on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.